Question? Please. Namaste.
Namaste. It's not really a question.
Oh.
It's a really intense experience that keeps happening. So since about last week, this experience, very intense, it's a fear of death. And last week it came when I was meditating in Ramana's room, inquiring into the eye. And the mind started creating the most fearful images. And I just kept inquiring, can the self be shaken? And after about maybe an hour, then it went away. And then last night, and also right now, as I was sitting here, the feeling is so intense. All the nerves in the body shaking, just intense heat. And it tries to put this thought, like there's this fear that I'm going to fall over and die. And
How do you know how it is to be dead? Do you know how it is to be dead?
Probably to be free if you're
No,
dead of the
I
mind.
asked you, do you know how it is to be dead?
No.
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 So, that's a very clear answer. You don't know how it is to be dead. But you imagine fear of death, of something which you don't know. So are you afraid of the unknown? Or is this fear the result of some trouble inflicted on you in the past? Because we speak about your nerves, that indicates that some traumatic experience has been there, which is still vibrating in your body. And it is looking for release. So release will happen also through inquiry. So only what you can do and have to do is to stay conscious with that, feel how it happens in the body, because it's also physical, physical energy. And it's striving for liberation. It's striving for being whole. It's striving for being entirely alive, not for death. Because when time is meant to be, death will happen. You see? So no need to be afraid. Death will happen. You see? Now you say you were in Ramana's room. Also when he was young, he had this experience like death. No, he lay down and he was experiencing how it is to die. That was his experience, how he describes it. No? We don't know if he was imagining it, if it happened to him, but that's how he described it. He lay down and made this experience. And his experience was that even if the body is dead, still the Supreme Self is here. That's his experience. Now, because I do appreciate so much your presence, And I feel like my beloved son has come to sit with me. Would it not be better to cherish this as we are alive now? Share this beingness, peace, love. What I feel for you. But it has happened, as you described, yesterday, the days before, very intense energies come up and they were not in your control. So it might also come in the future, even we don't know the future. We can only know the now. The only ability, if we are aware, we can experience nowness. Thinking, as we know, is not nowness, right? Even seeing is not nowness. This kind of seeing, there is some time distance. Yes. It's not entirely now. But this beingness, which is here, this is now. And very strong energies came up. I'm guessing that it is from trauma, from some violence maybe, and your body system was tremendously shocked, disgraced, and it protected itself somehow, the nerve system clenching itself to be able to stand this happening. So now later on the body looks for liberation, for harmony, and these waves come up. Now great, in your case, you can sit in Ramana's room and this comes up, You stay present, because it is evident all this arises in you. You can feel the fear, you can see the fear, because it also comes up in all kind of fantasies as you described. And you stay present. Yes, then also this happens. You allow the breath to flow. Then your body, mind, nerve system, realizes, first of all these years of your life you have been able to live. Even these tremendous shocks have been there. So you're a survivor. And now liberation happens. Immediately, spontaneously, or in kind of certain happenings like this. The energy gets released. So if you are overwhelmed by it, like you have been, of course, simply stay quiet. But it might also be because you have already been accustomed to these energies. And our body-mind system likes all kind of excitement. It's also a kind of excitement. So then when it offers itself to you in form of a imagination, you can also immediately stay preciously in the now. You understand? So you don't prolong the process. But when it comes forcefully on you, then do as advised.
Yeah, I think you're correct that it comes from the past. When I was very young, before the quest for the self began, I was introduced to really hard drugs and had a lot of overdose experiences.
Wow.
And in those moments, it felt like I was going to die, you know? And it was too intense for the body.
Yes.
And so there was many moments like that before the quest for the self began. And it amazed me how even so many years through, the energy remains there. Because the self is in a totally different dimension, not touched by the body-mind phenomena. But yet when the attention becomes absorbed in the body-mind, then it's like caught in the dream. And then in a moment it can stop. It happened for a moment earlier, the fear was coming, and it felt like the grays took over, and it just stopped the mind. And then it went away, and then you came and you sat down, and the fear came back.
Don't be afraid.
So the feeling was to confront the fear on the deepest level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you were taking drugs to experience certain joys and to change your reality. And now it's also payback time. Because it was violating body nerve system. So there's a price to it. But by grace it has not destroyed you, so all will be well. Thank you for coming, my dear.
Thank you.